Hey guys, in this video you will be learning what are all the WordPress plugins that you need to be using on your site. And I also will be going through my live site and explaining you all the plugins that I have installed on my site. Based on my years of experience, I have tried and tested many plugins available in the market and have finally condensed the list of most essential plugins that any webmaster needs to install in his or her site. My nature is always to choose the best tool for the job, whether it be WordPress plugin or a desktop app, right? I do a lot of research and choose the best for the task in hand. You don't want to be overwhelmed by a lot of plugin options that are available in the market. You just need to install the WordPress plugins that I recommend you in this video that is based on a lot of research. And another thing to note that is you should not use dozens of plugins on your WordPress site. I used to commit this mistake. When you have dozens of plugins, it usually causes performance issues and also compatibility issues, right? So if you have dozens of less known plugins from like marketplaces like Code Canyon or many other marketplaces, those plugins may interfere with each other and cause bugs, performance issues, and compatibility issues, right? You should be using popular mainstream plugins so that compatibility issues will be quickly addressed by the plugin developer. Like say you're using Elementor and you're using some plugin, right? And Elementor and that plugin causes some issues, right? And you reach out to that plugin developer and says your plugin is not working properly with Elementor. Guess what? He will fix it because Elementor is a popular page builder. On the other hand, if you're making use some unpopular page builder plugin that very few people are using, your query may not be addressed fast. That's why it's very important to pick the right plugins for getting your job done. Hopefully this video will be very valuable for you. Let's get started. We have already installed Elementor on our site. So here you have it, the Elementor. So these are all the settings and the options that I have explained already. And you have the templates wherein you can save your, manage the saved templates. You can add pop-ups and you have theme builder and you can add a new template and you can organize all your Elementor related assets. There are two versions of Elementor, the free version and also the pro version. For the pro version to be active, you need to also have the core free plugin. Okay, so this helps you to build your page just dragging and dropping the elements on the front end, right? So we have already explained this. And the second plugin is you need to have an SEO plugin. So from a very long time, Yoast SEO was the plugin that I was using and it was the most used plugin for SEO purposes. But now things have changed, right? So Rank Math is the best SEO plugin, right? So I have installed Rank Math on Optics Matrix. So here you have it. Once you install Rank Math and activate it, you get this setup wizard. So you can start this wizard. So if you are already making use of any SEO plugins, you can tick these options so that Rank Math can import all the settings from your existing SEO plugins. Like I have not used any SEO plugin other than Rank Math on this site, so I will skip this process. So yeah, now it is asking for some of the things about my site. Okay, Optics Matrix is a say like small business site or community blog or personal blog. Okay, so the logo for Google, so I can upload the logo here so that Google will be able to identify my logo, schema markup, and I'm not sure why this is not being displayed properly. Let it be, like the source file is good, and if it links to this source file, so the code will be good. And default social share image, I don't have one, so save and continue. And here I can link my Optics Matrix to the Search Console, but I will skip this step because I have another way by which I will help you guys to integrate your site with Search Console and Google Analytics. Let me skip this, and afterwards you can enable auto update of this plugin, and afterwards you can return to dashboard. So here are various modules that Rank Math provides you. In case if you are making use of Google AMP, which I will not recommend as of now, you can enable this, and you have the link counter, local SEO knowledge graph, schema. So you can enable or disable any of these modules. Okay, so I will show you the ideal settings that I have in Blogging X. Once you install Rank Math, you will be able to find Rank Math right here. So you can head over to dashboard. In the dashboard, you can see all the modules that are active on Blogging X, right? So I have activated some of the modules like schema, redirections, role manager, search console, and SEO analysis, and much more. So like this, you need to enable and disable wanted and unwanted options here. Yeah, let me go ahead and activate some of them. So sitemap, I need it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let me head over to general settings. So here I need to open all my external links in new tab or window. Okay, and here I can integrate with Google Search Console and Webmaster Tools, and also you have Search Console integrations built in. So, and you have titles and meta. Here you can add index tag to the robots meta. Don't make it no follow or no index. It will hurt your SEO. So here I can capitalize the first character of all title tags if I want. That's good. And local SEO, in case if you're into local SEO, so you have social meta. So here you can paste in your Facebook page URL, right? So for the now, I don't have any social profiles for Optics Metrics. So I highly recommend you to create a social page for your blog, right? So here you can see when I head over to titles and meta, under social meta, I have my Facebook page URL and Facebook authorship, right? So, and also the Twitter username. Okay, and on Blogging X, homepage is already set. That is Blogging X hyphen redefine your blogging excellence. And post formats, you can see the settings. Term description will be the archive description, about the archives here. And under authors, I have enabled the author archives, or else I can disable this, right? It doesn't matter much. And there are various author specific settings here. And under miscellaneous pages, I have date archives disabled because I don't want date archives to be indexed on Google. So I highly recommend you to do the same for your site as well here, right? So just disable this. And you have posts. So for single post, the title, that's it, right? I don't like to add some suffix or prefix of my brand name to that of the post titles. So by default, this will be like this, I guess. Okay, so here you just need to make it title, right? Don't need to add your brand name here, because if you add a brand name here, you will be not having much characters left for making the title attractive. So just delete this. And single post description, okay, excerpt, and schema type would be article. That would be good. You can see on Blogging X, article, SEO title, blog post. Okay, article type is blog post. Okay, so let me save the changes until now. And I can go to pages. And here also I can remove these two, or else you can leave them as it is, like cookie policy of Optics Metrics or stuff like that. In this case, on Blogging X, I have removed that, right? I don't like to show the brand name also for the pages. Okay, and article type would be article, because this is not a blog post, right? Your pages are kind of articles, not blog posts. So, and afterwards you have post. Okay, so category title and tag title, leave them as it is. And you have sitemap settings. You need to include images in sitemaps. That's a really good practice. And you have post sitemap. Yes, you need to include posts under your sitemap. And you have page sitemap. You don't need to include categories and tags in your sitemap. That's good. So you can access your sitemap under this URL. Let me show you. So Optics Metrics /sitemap.xml. Right. So once you enter in that URL, you will be able to see the sitemap. You have post sitemap and page sitemap here, right? So Google will be able to just come to your sitemap and index all your recent blog posts. And you have Search Console. You can integrate this with Search Console. So you need to first authorize access to Google Search Console. I will leave it as it is. In the next video, I will cover more about this. And you have status and tools. So this is about the system info, what WordPress version that you're in, what active theme that you have, what are all the inactive themes. So it's always a good practice to delete all the inactive themes except the one to fall back on whenever any error is there in the current theme, right? So yeah, that's pretty much about the rank math. Hopefully you have got enough idea about how to set up rank math. When you create a new blog post or a page, right, so you will be able to access rank math here, right? So it will show you the score on how well this blog post is optimized for search engines. So let me take an example here. Say like, let me head over to my BloggingX blog. Okay. When I'm in the BloggingX blog here, I can head over to any of my posts. Okay. So this blog post is around blog post outlining or blog outlining. So let me edit this post. So once you have your complete post here, rank math will help you to optimize your content for SEO. Right, you will be discovering more about this later on while doing keyword optimization, but still you need to know that this will give you a score on how well your post is optimized for SEO. Again, just treat this as a score, like there's no rule that you need to score 100 out of 100 or even 70 out of 100, because this is just a tool, right? You need to keep your article natural and optimize well, and that's it. Even if the score is 21, I'm ranking on top 5, then it doesn't matter, but still it's nice to have this feature wherein it will indicate how well your post is optimized. So focus keyword does not appear in the SEO title. The focus keyword is blog outline, but it doesn't appear in the post title. Like, it doesn't matter if it doesn't appear in the title, because I have this LSI or related keyword to this main keyword, and it doesn't really matter. And apart from that, focus keyword not found in your SEO meta description. So you will learn more about SEO meta description and also optimizing your blog post further down in this training course. So and you have title readability. So a focus keyword doesn't appear at the beginning of the SEO title. Your title does not contain a positive or negative sentiment word. Your SEO title does not contain a number. So having a number in the blog post title is really good. So I don't have any number here, so it's telling that. And content readability, so I am using table of content plugin, that's good. You're using short paragraphs, and that's good. So yeah, it's really a good walkthrough of all the best practices that I need to do, right? I can selectively no index this post, or I can add a schema here. Maybe if this post is around like some job event or a book review or whatever, then I can choose the necessary schema here. And you have a social media preview as well. So you can add social media images, or else it will automatically pull your featured image as the social media image, which it's doing right now. So yeah, this is about the fair overview of rank math. You need to have rank math on your site to boost the SEO of your site, right? When I head over to their homepage, the rank math, you can see all the features it offers. And in case if you are in a dilemma whether to choose rank math or Yoast, then they have in-depth comparison here. So yeah, these are all the features that it has. Okay, so you can just scroll down. You can go to SEO plugin. Here are all the features that it offers you. So you can just take a look at all the features to know you're not missing any of these features. Alright, so the next one is a caching plugin. So you may need to use W3 Total Cache or WP Rocket in case if you're looking for a premium caching plugin. So in our site, that is Optics Matrix, we have installed a free plugin that is W3 Total Cache. So once you install this plugin, a caching plugin, what they do is they increase the speed of your website by making use of caching technology. So whenever people come to your blog, they will see your blog loads super fast by making use of browser cache. Okay. So you have settings for W3 Total Cache, that is performance. And here under general settings, you need to first enable page cache. Okay, so and this minification is left up to you, right? This feature, what it does is it optimizes the CSS and JS code on your site, JavaScript code, and it enables your site to load fast, but it may throw out some errors, so it is left up to you whether to enable this or not. And you can enable database cache as well. So yeah, these are all the basic settings, right? So in case when you are using caching plugins, sometimes even if you update some things, those changes won't reflect on the front end. Perhaps you may have noticed that, right? So in that case, you need to head over here and purge all caches. You need to purge all the caches so that your changes will be fetched by your browser, okay, without relying on the cache. Another plugin that I would recommend, the premium plugin, is WP Rocket. Right, on BloggingX, I'm making use of NitroPack. It is a premium CDN plus optimization service. It may not be for all of you people because it is a premium service and I won't really recommend it for newbies. Right, I have installed it because I want to get the best speed for conversions. Okay, once you start earning money out of blogging, then you need to take a calculated decision whether the extra page speed that NitroPack offers you is really worth it for increasing the conversions. So let me head over to my blog, that is Sound Maximum. So on my Amazon affiliate blog, I'm making use of WP Rocket. Right, so let me give you a fair overview of WP Rocket. You can see under settings, WP Rocket is present. So this is a premium plugin. Okay, yeah, these are all the settings that I have here. Okay, so first you need to head over to cache and enable caching for mobile devices and enable caching for logged in users and save changes and file optimization, minify HTML, optimize Google Fonts, minify CSS files. So these are all the settings that you need to have. So don't worry about this. I will include a download link to my configuration file so that you can just import the settings to your WP Rocket installation and you will be good to go, right? Your site will be optimized like mine when it comes to WP Rocket. So file optimization, these are all the settings, and you have preload. You need to activate them, and also you may need to enable lazy loading of images. As of now, WordPress by default lazy loads the images, so it is entirely left up to you whether to enable this or not. So you can disable this, but still you need to enable lazy load for videos in case if you are embedding YouTube videos. Okay, and you have preload. You can activate preloading for advanced DNS preloading, and you have advanced rules, database cleanup and comments cleanup, and much more functionalities here. And you can integrate with the CDN here. So as of now, I'm making use of WPX, right? So WPX comes with their own homegrown CDN, so I don't need to make use of any other CDN. Or else I can make use of NitroPack. Or if you're looking for a budget CDN, you can make use of Bunny CDN. It's BUNNY CDN, right? You can make use of it, and you can control the heartbeat API's activity here for increasing the performance. And you have image optimization. You can install Imagify, but we are using another plugin called ShortPixel that I will describe shortly in this video only. So, and you have tools to export and import the settings quickly across your sites where you have WP Rocket installed. And you have various tutorials as well in case if you're stuck in the middle of using WP Rocket. So this is about the caching. The next one is image optimization, right? So you need to optimize your images properly, or else no matter how much optimization you do, no matter what plugin you use for caching, it doesn't really matter, right? If your images are like 2 MB or 3 MB, like it takes a hell lot of time for people to load your site. So you need to compress and resize your images. So earlier in those days, I used to resize and compress the images one by one and upload them to WordPress, but no more, right? So I'm making use of a plugin on all of my sites called ShortPixel. So you can see here on Optics Matrix, I have installed ShortPixel, right? You can see ShortPixel installed under settings, ShortPixel. So when I head over to their page, the plugin page, here is the API key. And you can select any of these compression types, right? You can select lossy compression, glossy compression, or lossless compression. So I recommend lossy compression most of the cases. Like, of course, the quality of the image may be quite reduced while compression, but the results that look the same as the original to the human eye, like it doesn't really matter. So you can go with lossy compression for best page speed. And also you can apply compression to image thumbnails, and you can keep the image backup. And you can resize very large images to size. Okay, so I on Blogging X, I have kept the image size as 1200, right? If we upload any images that have the width of more than 1200, then they will be automatically resized to 1200. Okay, and here you have the advanced settings. So here I can convert PNG images to JPEG. For example, on Sound Maximum, we take the screenshots of the product images and directly upload them to WordPress. Screenshots or PNG format. So when it comes to real life product images, PNG format is the worst format to use when it comes to real life images with a lot of diverse range of colors. So in that case, we need to convert all the PNG images to JPEG. Okay, on Sound Maximum, we have enabled this on because all of our images should be JPEG, because we are making use of real life images with diverse colors, for which PNG is the worst option. So when it comes to Blogging X, right, so we mainly make use of PNG. The screenshots and also these illustrations are all well served in PNG, right? JPEG would be the worst format to serve these illustrations or vectors and also the screenshots. So in that case, ShortPixel need not to convert PNG to JPEG, okay, in case if you are using illustrations. As this will be a product site, then I need to convert PNG images to JPEG, and I need to leave transparent PNG images as it is because you have logo and all. You don't need to convert those logos to JPEG, right? And you can also create WebP versions of the images for free. You can check this on. And you can optimize PDFs and much more. Sometimes you may wish to exclude some images from being optimized. So in that case, you can add exclude pattern here. So on Blogging X, we have added an exclude pattern like this, that is name:raw. So if any image that we upload contains the name raw in it, then that image will be excluded from optimization with ShortPixel. You may be asking why I need to do that, right? So for some images, you don't need to compress the image because it may appear very low quality, right? For some images, you may need to intentionally keep the quality of the image high quality. You know what I'm saying, right? So in that case, you need to include the keyword raw in the image file name and then upload it to WordPress so that ShortPixel ignores it and does not do optimization. And here you can save the settings. And if you already have some images that you need to optimize, you can save and go to bulk processing, and it will identify all the images that are not optimized, and you can just start or restart the optimization process. So this is about ShortPixel. They have a good free plan and as well as paid plan, right? So when it comes to free image compressors, there are some options. I will leave links to them in the video description. But ShortPixel has been the best plugin that I've encountered. So the next one is DOCX Importer. So the thing is that we write our blog post on Google Docs, and once we complete writing our blog posts, we download them and upload them to WordPress, right? We don't manually copy and paste and manually upload the images one by one. We have a really systematic process for publishing our blog posts from Google Docs to WordPress. As part of that workflow, we make use of a plugin called Mammoth DOCX Importer. Once you install it, it will not appear anywhere here, right? So it will appear only in the add new post or a page, right? So here, when you scroll down, you can see Mammoth DOCX Converter. So here you need to upload the DOCX file that you have downloaded from Microsoft Word or Google Docs and then insert into editor, right? Once you click on insert into editor, all the content and also the images will be automatically added here and your post will be good to publish. This is the best way to convert your DOCX file to WordPress post for quicker publishing. So I will be discussing more about this in the content publishing section of this training course. And the next one is code insertion. Okay, so sometimes you may need to add some code for your site to integrate it with Google Analytics, or run Facebook ads for retargeting pixels, or run Google ads for remarketing. So there are various reasons why you may need to add some JavaScript code to the header and footer of your website. For that, we will be using a plugin called Insert Headers and Footers. So here I can add some scripts to header, body, and also the footer. Most of the scripts that we are gonna add will be in the header, right? So this is the most simple plugin for you to easily and quickly manage the scripts that are loading on your site. So we will be making use of this plugin for integrating our site with Google Analytics, right? So we will be discussing more about that shortly in this training course. So these are all the main plugins that we are using. So of course we are using many more plugins in both BloggingX and Sound Maximum. So we will mention all those plugins in this course video description, so make sure to check them out. And we also have some productivity plugins that we make use of on our site, so we will also mention them as well. Hope you guys loved this video. Stay tuned.